let's see where we are with the fibs. Oh. Okay, give me a second, everybody. Let me just look here. Okay, we didn't quite get down to that 0.5 fib swing low to swing high there, but I am wondering if we're going to get down to that 382 fib. I'm guys, just to start out on this live stream, I am more of a believer in a V-shaped recovery now than I was earlier this week. I did already explain that. You know, as soon as Japan eased up, as soon as they like reneged, basically, I was like, okay, all right, you know what? It seems like we're going to be in for a V-shaped recovery. So, good morning, everybody. Good morning, Will. Crow pumping. Let me look at Crow real quick. Good morning, Antex. Let's take a look at Crow. Oh wait, I just clicked on C-Pool. 14.8%. What is going on with Crypto.com? All right, you know, it got rejected right at the 200-day simple moving average. I'm not surprised by that. It's going to take some grinding here, but that's really interesting. Wow. I wonder why. I don't know. I wouldn't be sure. I wouldn't know why, but good to know. I got some Crow. Good morning, everybody. Let's see. I can't. My old man eyes aren't working very well to read the usernames on TikTok. But good morning to you who said good morning. And good morning, JN, Boydo, Saad. Hi, bro. It's Nice Guy. Hey, Nice Guy. What's up, man? Good to see you. What are we looking at today? Interesting day. You know, started out, I had a short that I opened at like $60,500 and 588, 60,588. And then this morning when Bitcoin got under $60,000, I took out half, and then I set a stop loss to the break even point. So I ended up winning on that, but I thought it was going to go lower. And so I'm out on that trade because the stop loss already hit. And, you know, the stop loss was moved to break even after taking 50% out. So now what? It's interesting. You know, Bitcoin's showing some strength. You know, I mean, maybe the 0.5 fib is all we're going to get, but really I do think this 382 fib here, 57,000, will be hit maybe next week or something. But I mean, everything, you know, things are looking good. Looking at the MACD, the RSI, stochastic. It looks good for at least some kind of a move higher short term. I just would expect at some point for Bitcoin to get back down to 57,000. I hope I'm wrong, but this is not AI, Alex. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're saying. So, HEEHEE, you know, he's not. It's up. It's higher today than it was yesterday. So we'll do a HEEHEE giveaway at some point. CVO is in the house, I think, on TikTok. CVO has a much different perspective, and you know, if you told me that Bitcoin, we were going to see Bitcoin under $50,000 again, which CVO called, then I would have been like, man, that's really hard for me to believe. So CVO, last I checked, has been calling for Bitcoin to make one more wave down to $44,000. And so that's always in play. It's always in play that we're going to sweep the lows. So drink some coffee. It's a joke. I'm saying this is another account. Is it AI Alex? Okay, I didn't know what you were saying. Good morning, Megs. Bull run hitting 130K. Okay, I mean, you know, I'm hitting my target for a local top in 2024 is $80,000, and I think 2025 is going to be brutal. And then, you know, after that, after rates are bottomed out, I think it's game on. It's just going to take some time. You know, my price targets might be way too low in that scenario, but first we got to get through a brutal 2025. So, yeah, my luck never win. Hey, keep on trying, especially today, because there's not going to be as many entrants today. Zumo, can HEEHEE reach $100 million? It can. I need to be careful what I talk about with HEEHEE. Like, I can't give you any price predictions. So Ben Key, I don't know anything. I don't know enough. So, all right, no, let me back up. I did review Ben Key at one point. I liked it. It reminded me a lot of Pendle, a smaller version of Pendle. I have changed my tune a little bit on new utility, and so I'm not super excited about new utility anymore, which Ben Key, I believe, is. Let's see. Good morning. Something different. What are your thoughts on going to uni instead of working? Many influencers are against it. I just want to have your opinion on it. You have to have you have to know what you want to do. Don't go to university just like, all right, I'll figure things out when I get there. Go with a plan. Have a plan. All right, I went to college and I had a full ride, a full scholarship to college. I didn't pay a dime for college. I didn't know at all what I wanted to do. I chose business and then just kind of messed around in college, had, lived the college experience, had fun. And then, because I didn't have to, because I didn't earn it, because I didn't pay for college, it just kind of made it easy for me to slack. And so I would recommend having a plan. Like I have sons, I have a 6-year-old, 8-year-old, and 10-year-old boys. I don't want them to just go to college for the experience, especially I'm going to be paying for it. So anyway, all right, let's talk about crypto. Hello, old fellow. What do you think about the death cross on the daily? Death cross on the daily. Which moving averages is that? I'm forgetting. Oh man, which moving averages is that? Because I've talked a lot about death cross. Let me Google it real quick. I should know this. It's like I've just forgotten it. 50 and 200. There we go. All right. Let me just tell you this. Death crosses, and so I have the EMAs on here. Death crosses have about a 50% hit rate. So let me pull up the shoot. Do I have those on here? The simple moving averages. I removed the simple moving. Why did I remove the simple moving averages? All right, I'm just going to say this. All right, 50 and 200. That's about a 50-50 chance, which means it's irrelevant. It doesn't matter. So I remember I made this huge clickbait video where we had the 200 week, the 50 week have its first ever death cross over the 200 week simple moving average. And it ended up being nothing. I called it like the mega death cross, and it ended up being nothing. It was nothing. It was a nothing burger. So you're concerned about the volume on yesterday's candle? Looks suspicious. I got this stupid thing in the way. I don't know how to remove that. I'm not like the most amazing trading view. Oh, is that latest news? All right, it's gone. I mean, you look at the volume yesterday and compare it to the 2 days ago, and then and yesterday, or sorry, and 3 days ago, it looks like higher volume than any point since, except for this big red candle. I mean, that's higher than normal. So I wouldn't be concerned about volume. Any price prediction on Renzo? Is that a meme coin? I'm not familiar with that. I know the creator Renzo. Yeah, just not familiar. So, I mean, all right, I see what you're saying in one regard. That was a really big pump in comparison to the volume. So, all right, that makes sense. Why such a big pump on that kind of volume? But I mean, that was the biggest green day. I think it's just because of how oversold we were. How significant of a dump that was. Let me check the VIX real quick. The VIX 2303. Okay, I mean, we're grinding down on the VIX. Let's see. DGI, OPSEC, Syncus Water, and many more rugs promoted by you. Yep, VRL also. You know what, man? All right, those are not all rugs. Chill out. But what do you want? Do you want high risk, high reward? You only want high reward. You hear the words high risk. And there's lots and lots of cryptocurrencies I've talked about that I've said that I'm bullish on. You want high risk, or sorry, you want high reward and you're not willing to take into consideration the risk. So OPSEC, I did not promote OPSEC. Anyway, you're not welcome here. Goodbye. High risk, high reward, guys. High risk, high reward. If you want to hear high risk, if you want to hear the words high reward, you've got to take into consideration high risk. All right. OPSEC, I did not promote OPSEC, and that looked like a legit, I have no, I mean, when I say promote, I mean, I didn't like, I don't know anyone on the OPSEC team. I don't know, like, I have no connections with them. I did my own research. I made a video, a mini review with 2 other videos, and it checked off all the right boxes. And that's why I've soured on new utility. There's too much junk in new utility. All right. So my biggest mistake earlier this year was being excited about new utility because I wanted the next Polygon and I wanted the next Solana. And you guys did too. You wanted your 1,000x or 10,000x's. All right. And so some of those cryptocurrencies that I bought into, they did amazing and other ones did terribly. And I'm done with new utility. There's just too much of a money grab. You know, I'll be excited about new utility in the next bear market. That's where we get the Caspas of the world. But it's just too much to wade your way through. So if you see any of my videos, what I'm talking about, I'm mostly talking about old utility. And then obviously, I mean, meme coins, we know that they're going to end up going to zero. They're fully transparent in that. So anyway. Yeah, Saad, thank you. Hello, Lavi. You should do your own research and don't just listen to people and you invest. Thank you, Saad. Thoughts on Arbitrum? I really like Arbitrum fundamentally, but I'm not seeing anything in the Arbitrum chart that makes me interested in diving in. It's just straight down. It's lower high, lower low. It's in a clear downtrend. If it were to break this downtrend, I'd be a lot more interested. Definitely sad about DJI. Man, I have my MetaMask graveyard, guys. It's not like I'm sitting here laughing at your expense on some of these cryptocurrencies. I mean, that's not where I want to put that. I have a lot of cryptocurrencies that I bought with my own money that I thought were going to do well that are just sitting in a graveyard right now. You know, maybe if Arbitrum breaks a downtrend here, I'd be interested in Arbitrum. You're the only influencer who talks about downside as well. That's why are different and we like you. Thank you, Shubham. I'm here. I'm turning out more content right now than I have in a really long time. And the reason why is because we got out of the boredom. I mean, we went to the downside. That's a huge bummer. But like Bitcoin is out of this extremely boring range. And so I'm rejuvenated, man. Is this cycle still Pepe meme year? I mean, Pepe's going to do well. Yeah, Arbitrum. Good morning, Huggy. Pendle. Is Pendle doing all right today? Any reason XRP is down right now? Because whenever XRP has a mega pump, I think people have lost so much faith in it that they just immediately take profits. I sold half of my XRP on that pump, and I kind of wish I sold all of it just because it's a herd mentality kind of thing. Pendle, I mean, it's down today. I mean, a lot of cryptos are down right now, but I love Pendle. Do you expect Bitcoin to hit 80K by the end of September when the Fed will cut rates? I would expect it to happen a little bit later, not earlier. So guys, those of you on TikTok, I'm live on YouTube, World War Bitcoin. I'm having a hard time even reading the comments. Like my eyes are betraying me today. But if you want your question answered, I am more able to do it on YouTube than I am on TikTok. So the end is near. I agree with you. Months, not days or weeks, but the end is near. How do you feel about Kronos? I mean, it had some kind of a pump. Oh, so do I expect Bitcoin to hit 80K by the end of September? I would say a little bit later than that. Kronos had a pump. I'd wait for it to cool off. Good. CBO, what's up, man? Pedro Neto to Chelsea. Cool, man. Do you think it's a good entry for Pendle? I don't know. I mean, listen, Pendle at $2.66 seems like a steal. I look at the chart. I mean, chart-wise, I don't know. Let me go from the wick. I need to delete that. Let's break this downtrend, and then I'll be a lot more excited about Pendle. Something like that. We'll see what happens. I came from TikTok to wish you a GM. I did call you out on TikTok. I saw that you were there. So, let's see. Sui's down a decent amount. And I'm interested. I'm more interested in Sui than I've been for a while. Sui might be ready. Mu perpetual futures is trending on Coinbase. What does that mean for the coin? Mu is a meme coin. Perpetual futures on Coinbase. So I mean, I don't know, man. On Coinbase? Have you thought about an updated alt video? Updated alt video. What do you mean, JN? I'm gonna make a video with like a top 10 altcoin picks for what I believe will be another leg up in altcoins. Not full-blown euphoria, but another good run to make money. And I have a screenshot of that on my phone because we talked about it yesterday during my member-only live stream. I'll tell you one that I'm very interested in buying, and that is ArcBlock. ArcBlock, you know, I'm thinking that the 2.36 fib right here will have been the bottom. And so we're very close. I think we're going to break this this trend line soon. Very close to where I'd want to get in on ArcBlock. There were some other ones. Ethereum, I know Ethereum, it's so big. Most people don't really care about buying Ethereum. But Ethereum entered its yearly open. It got down to its yearly open. That's a huge level of support. So, and then coins that I think will pump well when Ethereum pumps well, especially as we're hopefully going to see Ethereum, the spot Ethereum ETF flows turn net positive. They're not net positive yet because Grayscale has been selling more than the other ones have been accumulating. But as we see this turn net positive, I'm gonna be pretty bullish on Ethereum. Remember, okay. $160 million worth of Ethereum have been created in 2024 because they have a burning mechanism with EIP 1559. So only $160 million worth. You compare that to Bitcoin. Bitcoin, the amount of Bitcoin mined per day with Bitcoin at $60,000 is around, I want to say like $28 million worth. So the amount of Ethereum created in 2024, the amount of net Ethereum gain in 2024 is about 6 days worth of Bitcoin. So we don't need to see nearly as much accumulation with these Ethereum ETFs for it to be a pretty big supply shock that could come. If we could get to a point where we're regularly seeing even like $20 or $30 million worth of Ethereum taken off the table with these ETH ETFs, that's going to be bullish. So Ethereum, and then cryptos that pump well when Ethereum pumps well. Pendle and Pepe, believe it or not, are two of those cryptos. FTM might be another one. I don't know why FTM, but Pendle and Pepe pump well when Ethereum pumps well. So anyway, what's your thoughts on ArcBlock? $50 possible? What's ArcBlock at? $50. I mean, not for 2024, and then I'm not bullish on 2025. So eventually, yes. Is ChainSwap one of those new utility coins you're staying away from? No. You know what? ChainSwap, I have rejuvenated excitement towards ChainSwap. ChainSwap's legit. So there are a few, right? I mean, Ondo is new utility, but I love Ondo. All right, thank you again, Shubham. Ever heard of SWFT? I've heard of it. I'm not super familiar with it. Turn $260 into 200 cancel on meme coins. That's awesome. Do you think ICP will hit its all-time high? No, not even close. I mean, its all-time high was like its launch day price. I bought Pendle around $4, but no money DCA. I'll just have to wait until it can give some profit. I mean, market turns around, Pendle's gonna rip. So do you still stand by your predictions chart, or based on recent events, everything falls short? I get a lot of questions like that. Again, guys, rates bottom out. When rates bottom out, which is going to take some time, and quantitative easing is brought back in, and the Fed adds to their balance sheet and doesn't unwind their balance sheet, my price predictions, a lot of them are probably too low. But we got to wait. Have you checked out Alien Base? I'm not going to check out Alien Base. That just... Let's see. Thoughts on Vanry? Not familiar enough. Stock market indices all still have about 10 to 15% from major support, in my opinion. All right, so CVO, major support. Let's just look at the Dow. Major support. So what are we talking about here? 10 to 15%. Around 36 to, for the Dow at least, 36 to, maybe this is support here, 35.6. Now here's the deal. I've been comparing this a lot to 2007. So I think the Dow Jones and the NASDAQ have one more move higher after they cut rates. After cutting rates, I think the Dow Jones and NASDAQ will put in barely a new all-time high, maybe like $42,000 for the Dow Jones. And then it's over until rates bottom out. Okay, so CVO says 10 to 15% from major support. And so the thing that I've been comparing, the reason why I say that is I'm comparing this to 2007. So you remember what happened in 2007? I mean, I would assume most of you don't. But what happened? 2007. It's just this it looks like a little blip on the weekly chart. But do you see 2007? Dow Jones put an all-time high and then dumped hard over a span of 5 weeks to major support, to the next level of support. And then there was a Fed meeting and they cut rates and then pump over a span of 2 months to just barely a new all-time high, and then it was over. It didn't, at the time it didn't feel like it was over, but it was definitely over. So how long until we realize it's over? I don't know. Here we are in May of 2008. Are we thinking it's over? But it was over. So CVO says 10 to 15% from major support. And I'm like, yeah, I could see the Dow Jones and the NASDAQ going down 10 to 15% around the time of the Fed cut, the next Fed rate cut. And then another rally to a new all-time high, and then it's over. And then what happens with crypto? Bitcoin goes to $80,000. We have some kind of alt season, and then it's over. Brett will go to $1 by December. It's possible. Been asking about ArcBlock for a while. Bought a lot of ETH on this dip. That's awesome. What are your thoughts on Render on Solana? Is it clear downtrend? Still bullish on Render? I don't know, man. Somebody sent me a message earlier today. Something shady about this that I'm not excited about. What's going on with Render? The thing that I haven't looked into yet is, does this change their tokenomics? Because the person that sent me a message said something. This is Render? Render got as high as $12? The person who sent me the message, oh, this is the weekly chart. That's why I'm confused. Hey, Wall Street Psychology, where are we? I would say, what's the word? Panic with Render. I haven't bought Render. I said I was going to buy AOS and Render ahead of the NVIDIA earnings report. I decided not to buy Render. Just looking at the chart, I was like, ooh, I don't like this thing. So I need to figure out what their tokenomics are now. If their tokenomics changed. CVO, I can get behind that review of yours. It's that sounds great. Sui just smashed through daily downtrend, so bought some more. Yeah, I saw that. I already looked at the Sui chart. Sui looks pretty interesting right now. Which commentators or economists are in agreement with your 2025, 2026 theories? I mean, who is an economist that I actually listen to? Most economists are Keynesian. Keynesian economists are up only forever. Okay, so do I say Peter Schiff? He's not up only, but he hates Bitcoin. He thinks Bitcoin's going to zero. Or are you talking about influencers? You know, but then the larger the following of the influencer, the more it's like, ugh. There's no guarantees that the influencer with the larger following agrees with me. So Raoul Pal does not agree with me. He's the closest one to an economist that I would not saying that he knows who I am. There's a guy I just got alerted to him yesterday. There's a guy on TikTok. He said to sell everything in March when it was March, and we're very much in agreement. So where do you see Pendle going to long term? Can we see it hit 10 to 20s? If Bitcoin gets to $80,000, I could see it going to 10. Will you be including Jupiter in your new altcoins video? Maybe. I don't know. When do you think we'll start moving aggressively to the upside? The thing that I'm saying, I guess I'm hoping for this, is I am hoping, it doesn't seem so far-fetched right now, but I'm hoping that Bitcoin is somewhere in this golden pocket right here. Maybe the 618 retrace, maybe the 702, somewhere around here, around the time that the Fed cuts rates on September 18th. If it is, I think we're going to hit a new all-time high. If it's a lot lower than that, I'd be a lot lower. I'd be pretty nervous. What's up? I can't read your name because my eyes are deceiving me. Bought Render at $4 and AOS at 36 cents. All right, so you're up on your AOS at least. Oh, wait, Render, you're up, right? Also, I think there will never be an alt season again, maybe a narrative season. You need to hold the right coins or you get left behind, buy and sell with no emotion. I think that's a good perspective to have, whether it's true or not. Yeah, because don't be holding your coins waiting for alt season. Some of the best analysts, Blockchain Backer does not believe in 2025 peak euphoria. There's another one. A lot of people, you know, that seems like an easy way to get burned. You're up really big on an altcoin that you own, but you're waiting for alt season. Would you be opening along on Bitcoin? Maybe at 57K. This 382 fib right here. Do you have any alternative RWAs to Ondo? I hold Goldfinch and Maple. Thoughts on these? I like Goldfinch. I looked into Maple a little bit. I liked what I saw. I mean, Pendle's RWA. Not NXRA anymore. So you think the bull run's going to be in 2026? I think it's going to be when rates bottom out. And if that's 2026, then yeah, I really do. I think 2025 is going to be brutal. Because, I mean, here's the thing. All right? If it wasn't for the spot Bitcoin ETFs, what I would say is just, you know, $80,000, 2024 is the peak, and it's over until 2025. Or, sorry, until 2028. Or, you know, a little bit before 2028. But the spot Bitcoin ETFs, what I would do if it wasn't for the spot Bitcoin ETFs is I would just buy a bunch of stocks when the rates bottom out. I wouldn't worry about crypto because I think I would be nervous that too many people would be stuck in this 4-year cycle mentality, even if Bitcoin peaks at $80,000. And so, but because of the spot Bitcoin ETFs, I do think that Bitcoin has the capability with institutional money coming in to get well beyond $80,000 in 2026 when people are thinking bear market. And if Bitcoin is going to go well beyond $80,000, and I'm saying, you know, my price predictions on my spreadsheet, they're probably too low under that scenario. I could see Bitcoin going well over $100,000. My price target's $155,000. Maybe that's too low. And so how does Bitcoin ETF money roll into alts? It doesn't. But what happens is people get excited seeing Bitcoin going higher, and they put money into alts, which is what happened earlier this year. Bitcoin put in a new all-time high, and the total 2, total 3, and others market caps did retraces. So at the very least, these altcoins will do retraces and outperform Bitcoin from their bear market bottoms to their all-time highs. Oh, shoot. I think I deleted this chart. So total 2 did a 0.66 retrace. Oh, wait, that's the total mark. Total 2 did a 0.66 retrace, right in the middle of golden pocket. Total 3 didn't even get up to a 618. It got really close to a 618. Others did a 702 retrace. Perfect 702 retrace. That's the top 150 except for the top 10. So where's others here? So at the very least, but then Bitcoin going to $200,000, these altcoins, even if it's all institutional money in Bitcoin and none into altcoins except for Ethereum, these altcoins would do much more than just a 702 retrace. Hey, what's up, Brad? Take profits at the end of December. I'm probably going to be taking profits earlier than that. So thank you, Randy. Let's see. I personally wouldn't hold anything except for memes and AI. I'm a little down on AI right now, but we'll see. When Bitcoin hits 80K in the time, sell alts, or it takes some time for the alts to go up. It takes time for the alts to go up. Yeah, I'm starting to unwind my position. I am not entirely out at $80,000 Bitcoin. When do you see another dip coming? I mean, today, or over, next week, I could see Bitcoin going to 57. Does Bitcoin peak at 80K or go to 100? I feel like there will be a lot of momentum for it to hit 100. I mean, I'm open to the idea that Bitcoin would go beyond $80,000. I mean, you guys watch my most recent TikTok. I'm basing this off of 5.3 theory, which I'm not a believer in 5.3 theory, but I believe that enough people believe in it that it could become a self-fulfilling prophecy. And if you don't know what 5.3 theory is, I'm not going to take the time to explain it right now. Just watch my most recent TikTok. It's like 2 minutes. Unless there's a huge sell-off. But listen, I really have a hard time believing that Bitcoin's going to get just to $100,000. On the way to $100,000, I could see a lot of people selling before $100,000 because that's going to be another just psychological thing where people are going to be like, all right, $100,000, I'm going to sell at $95,000 because I'm smart. I'm smart money, even though they're stupid. So we're either going to $90,000 if we go beyond 80,000, we're either going to go to $90,000 or we're going to go well beyond $100,000. Rode on the ride, cashed out, and waiting to get back in. I think August is a good month to get back in. Crow up today, 21%. Yeah, we already talked about Crow. You listened to Meet Kevin. You're in his group. Am I in his group? I have no idea who Meet Kevin is. Shoot. Yeah, I don't know who that is. I follow the economy, not economists. That sounds right. Ben Cohen. Ben Cohen is comparing right now to 2019. And so we're actually pretty significantly aligned, myself and Ben Cohen. Because what happened in 2019, they started cutting rates, and then we had the COVID crash, which accelerated the bull run. But if it wasn't for the COVID crash, it would have taken a longer time for rates to go to zero. And then, maybe we would have started the bull run later. All right, GM, you keep saying recession and comparing us to pre-2010 when rate cuts didn't actually start until we were already in a recession. No, you're wrong. All right, so you might have a different definition of recession. I will fully acknowledge that. I am not a believer that their definitions of recession is correct. It says we didn't have a recession in 2022. Sure, you know what? Okay, but here's their definition. And I'm when I say recession, I'm going by their definition of recession. Yes, Scam Morning says we have been in a recession. I agree with you, but I'm going by their definition when I talk about recession. So, okay, rate cuts. First rate cut was in August of 2007. And then recession came in 2008 and went until 2009. All right, that is their definition. That's what I'm sticking with, even though I disagree with them. But just for the sake of consistency, this is the definition. Did you hear about Japan using XRP for payments? I did not. Did you double up on AOs instead of render, selling all before the 21st? Selling all of it on the 22nd. Yeah, I just bought more AOs and TARs. Unemployment has to be above 5.2 to be in a recession. According to their definition, yes. Do you have a price target for Ponky? Billions? I could see Ponky going to the billions, yeah. Lion Wolfie, oh my goodness. Will you please listen to me? Will you listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth? For the sake of simplicity, I am going by their definition of a recession. We have been in a recession since 2022. I can get on board with that, but for the sake of simplicity, I'm going with their definition. And I disagree with them a lot. Is it a possibility interest rates won't get to zero by 2025 year end? It is possible, yes. This would invalidate most of what you've been saying, even though I like your scenario of local top in 2024. It does not invalidate it. What it does is it extends the timeline. I appreciate your insight. Thank you. Thoughts on Miria? Don't touch Miria. Not right now. Brett to 5 billion. Yeah, I think that's possible. Don't touch gaming right now. Is there any much more pain left, Alex? We're almost in September. Will we finally flip to the upside then? SSN. Be sober-minded. What have I been saying? Let me go to the USDT chart. All right. I've been saying lots of things. There is certainly a possibility that we're going to sweep the lows of this liquidation wick. The fact that Japan has so quickly backed off from their tightening mindset makes me think that we're not going to sweep the lows and that we're just going to play around within this range here, within this fib range for a little bit. And again, okay, my hope is that September 18th, we're at least somewhere in this golden pocket so that when they cut rates, that'll be some kind of catalyst to send us higher, hopefully to new all-time highs. So there can certainly be plenty more pain. Plenty more pain between now and September. But I want to be pretty much all in my altcoin positions by the end of this month. Think we can see ETH at 6K as Bitcoin hits 80K. It is within the realm of possibility. I would think new all-time high for Ethereum. A lot of people saying LCX is garbage. Do you think it still goes over $1? Not in 2024. Is your price target for Miria still the same? Not for 2024. Gonna have to wait till rates bottom out. ISM services 51.4, expectation 51, last 48.8, huge bounce led by employment. Employment 51.1, last 46.1, new orders. All right, I'm gonna need to look into all of that. We're nowhere near recession. Yeah, when would we hit a recession after we cut rates? So what's the thing that I've been consistently saying is somewhere between 0 and 12 months we'll hit a recession by their definition. So it could happen 12 months after the first rate cuts. That is what has happened every time. every time. 2008. First rate cut in August. Recession was when? 4 months later, 5 months later, something like that. Unemployment keeps rising. Next unemployment report is going to be lower, or sorry, is going to be higher. Veracity prediction. I mean, under the proper market cap conditions or market conditions, $11.75. What's up, Console 5? Everyone hit the like button for WBC. Thank you. Yeah, smash up that like button. Hey, actually, all right, let's do the giveaway. So let's just say 11 from now until 1 p.m. Eastern time. That gives us 2 hours and 10 minutes between now and 1 p.m. Eastern time. If you buy 0.2 Solana worth of HEEHEE, you will automatically be entered into a raffle to win $100 worth of HEEHEE. So 0.2 Solana. If you buy 0.2 Solana over the next 2 hours, 2 hours and 10 minutes, it's all on the blockchain. You will automatically be entered into a raffle where you can win $100 worth of HEEHEE. And one other thing I want to tell you is my normal TikTok is banned. The live stream is banned until next week. And so there are fewer viewers right now, which means there will be fewer entries. So your odds of winning are higher. As a NFA, please, I have no AI bags. This is a good idea to get in now for end of year holding. I don't know. I mean, I'm just doing the NVIDIA earnings report plays and hoping that it works out. Otherwise, I don't think I'm going to be holding AI cryptos. What price does Bitcoin have to be before you're back in alts? I'm buying alts in August. I want to buy alts before the first rate cuts. Brad thinks AI is done. Maybe. Aside from the NVIDIA earnings report plays, Landwolf market cap prediction, how about $1 billion? What's your definition of a recession? I haven't really thought necessarily about what my definition of a recession would be. Oh my goodness, I almost spilled my coffee. So I don't really care. That's probably the biggest thing that I can tell you. I don't care what my definition of a recession is. Like, are people struggling? 2022 was a really rough year for a lot of people. So is that my definition of a recession? That was a rough year for me. Is that my definition of a recession? Maybe. I don't feel the need to come to a definition of what, all right, this is a recession. So I might as well just pay attention to what they think. Are your price predictions the same or did you change them? I changed the timing. GM Alex, Morgan Stanley just gave access to Bitcoin ETFs, $3 trillion in assets. Now get access to Bitcoin in one click. Yeah, you know what, man? I said this in my podcast, in the podcast with Ty that I did, which I retweeted. It's on my X account. You can watch it. It's about an hour long. Aside from economics, there's a lot to be bullish about with Bitcoin. An insane amount to be bullish about. It's just, I think economics plays too much of a deal short term for all this excitement to be able to combat it. I put a lot more weight on economics than other people. You're welcome, old fella. What narratives are you going to hold till the end of 2024? I mean, I'm still, I'll do the AI play, RWA. I'm not, I mean, you did say something about narratives that I agreed with, but, with my top 10 list that I'm going to release a video, I might do that today. I don't think there's any specific narratives. It's more just cryptos that I think are fundamentally strong that I think will do well. So XRP and Ondo predictions, $3.02 for XRP, $3.71 for Ondo. Entry for Brett. It's a meme coin, man. And it's new. It's so much harder to give you an entry. You know, let me look at a fib here. See what we got for fibs. That's the only thing you can really do. Now's a good time. Seems like it. 236 right there. How about now? Let's see. Do you regret burning your HEEHEE? If I was you with a family, I would have kept it and left. You're a better man than me. Am I, Justin? I mean, here's the deal. If I sold any of my HEEHEE, I'd be really nervous about going to jail. So people, you know, every day, not every day, but occasionally you'll see some people commenting, calling HEEHEE a scam, calling me a scammer. And the most plain answer that I can give you is like, I have 6 kids going on 7. I really don't want to go to jail. I don't want to miss their childhood. Okay? So I'm playing it ultra safe. Ultra safe. I wouldn't dare take a dime of profit in this cryptocurrency that I created. But you would rather believe, some of you would rather believe that I'm a scammer. Okay, sure, yeah. Everyone's a scammer in crypto. There are no good people in crypto. Lots of people is in a recession. That's what a recession is. If you're smart with your money, no pro. I can get on board with that. I just watched this video. Some of you have probably seen it. This guy ordered like $126 worth of groceries from Walmart. And then Walmart, this was online that he did the order. And then Walmart gave him the option in 2024 of reordering. Yeah, I'm doing the 0.2 HEEHEE contest right now. I already announced it. Yeah. Walmart gave this guy the option of reordering the same groceries, the same $126 worth of groceries that he ordered in 2022. And you know what? How about we see some guesses here? How much do you guys think his $126 order was from 2022 in 2024? Let me hear some guesses. And this is a food order. I saw the Walmart video. That's scary. All right, 410, 220, 350, 300, 312. All right, I'm seeing 225, 235, 400, 233, 185, 217, 193, double, 250, 360, 495, 235, 343, 175. Triple the cost, says JN. All right, I'm going to read. He was in the United States. I'm sorry to say I don't remember the exact number. I'm sorry, guys. I think it was like $450. Almost quadruple. So, I mean, if you just want to say that we've been in a recession since 2020, I'm on board with that. Yeah. I'll repost it on my normal account. If you just, guys, if you search TikTok, guy reorders Walmart food. It was for a month of food for him. Guy reorders Walmart grocery order or something like that. You'll be able to find it. HEEHEE to 10 million after rate cuts possible. I need to be very careful. It is within the realm of possibility. Let's see, Joey Muggs. I can say this. I'm a food vendor at our fair right now in Indiana, and no one is paying crap. It's a real struggle out here. That sucks. It's $414. Okay, Megs found it. It's $414. So $126 to $414. Entry for AOs. I'd get AOs right now. NVIDIA earnings report play. What's up, man? Would you grab NXRA when it resumes trading, or is it dead? I would not touch it. Don't touch. No pun intended. Don't touch. Don't touch NXRA. Anything that dumps like that, I'm done with. OPSEC, I'm done with it. So recession or not, we are in hard times, no doubt. Yeah. Give us an entry for Ponky, please. Man, guys, stop asking me about entries for meme coins. Enter the HEEHEE giveaway. Hamburg fair, it's going on, and fried dough is $10. That doesn't surprise me. I'll tell you this, my county fair, the lines were long. Entry for Ponky, I mean, I would say top of the range, bottom of the range. Look for entries at the bottom of the range, you know, maybe 30 cents. Does that mean my dollar from 2022 is worth about 33 cents right now? Not entirely. That's only for groceries. I'll tell you this, I mean, big family, 8 mouths to feed right now. My wife asked me for permission. That sounds weird, right? But I'm just going to keep going. To increase our food budget. It was $1,600. And I was like, hey, let's just double our food budget. Or sorry, it was $600. And I said, let's just double our food budget. I'm paying $1,200 a month on food. Is Render is not going to perform well? Which token has a similar utility? Is that you think will do well? Maybe, oh man, I don't know. I mean, I'm really bummed about if Render, if that's what's going on with Render. Oh my goodness. Your kid has 4 kids and they eat all organic. They need to stop eating organic. Yeah, I grow our own vegetables. That helps. Wait, what's $22 to get in? Oh, $22 to get in the Hamburg Fair. 414. I don't know what to make about Render yet. Render was going to be my top bear market buy. And this move to Solana, something's not right about it. I need to figure that out. I just don't know. You know, somebody said that top wallets own like 80% of the supply. All right, $1,200 on food for a family of 8. I have $1,000 budgeted for 3 of us. You need to give grocery tips. My wife is very, very industrious. She makes everything from scratch. Somebody joked that like the scratch is from scratch. So we rarely ever eat out. Rarely ever. I think ETH will drop to 2363. Do you agree? It's possible. What was the yearly open for ETH? I think I can Google that. My wife is Nara Smith. I have no idea who that is. But obviously, oh shoot. Wait, yeah, 2024. I don't want price predictions. Come on. Obviously, she's very beautiful and smart. Nara Smith. Shout out to your wife. I need to be more creative and frugal. I mean, my wife does things like, what's it called? Sourdough. That's really cheap. I mean, it takes work. But that's all of our bread. And she's very creative with that. She makes pancakes with sourdough. She makes English muffins. She obviously makes bread. So Ethereum was about 2281, something like that. I could see Ethereum going to 2363. Old fella. Don't want to brag. I got 0.5% salary increase because they said no inflation here in Europe. All I see is increasing prices. Good woman you have. Thank you. Is there any hope for ISO 20022 tokens? I have some hope for XRP. I'm holding a decent bag of XRP. Short term. I'm not in love with XRP, but I think it can do well. So if XRP does well, then XLM should do fine. Yeah. But I'm not. Listen, I think ISO 20022 is a great play for the end of this decade. $186. What's 186? I sell pizza slices at the fair, $5, and I can't give them away. Wow. Okay, apparently $1,200 is too cheap. Where do you see Dogecoin going the rest of the year? New yearly high, I would think. Let me see Doge. 10.3. Got up to... You know what? No. How about this 236 retrace? 21.2, something like that. ADA and Matic still a buy. Matic's going to be on my list for short-term buys. Matic is at a point of extreme value right now. Look at this. Matic almost wicked down to its bear market bottom price. That's insane. Matic's going to be with us for quite a long time. The idea that it's almost at bear market bottom levels, that's too good of a deal for me. Cardano is also close to its bear market bottom. I like Matic more, but I also like Cardano as like risk to reward. The risk is very low. Everyone is changing. CC debt all-time high. Yes. I love sourdough. Man, sourdough is so good. Alex, do Polka Starter. I'm not going to do Polka Starter, sorry. TikTok coin. Is there a TikTok coin? Is there going to be one? XRP, Crow, and XLM to me are the ISO long-run investments. Yeah, same predictions on ADA and Matic, but we got to see rates bottom out first. Thank you so much, John. I really appreciate that comment. Reminder, everybody, 0.2 Solana. If you buy 0.2 Solana worth of HEEHEE, you will automatically be entered into a contest, into a raffle where you could win $100 worth. And there are fewer people on this live stream right now. Will you buy more Airdrome? I might buy more Airdrome, yeah. There are few people on this live stream right now because my regular TikTok is banned until my lives are banned until next Monday. So, wasn't Solana raising because of the ETF approval in Brazil? I just don't know. I don't know. I haven't looked into how significant that is. I mean, there's ETF approvals for lots of cryptocurrencies in lots of places, and some of them end up being fine. Like, it's always, the thing that I always say about it is it's a net positive. It's not like the most amazing thing in the world. Even like Ethereum in the United States, we're not going to see Ethereum explode the way that we saw Bitcoin explode. Institutional demand is for Bitcoin. Now it's a net positive. And with the Ethereum ETFs, yeah, I think it's going to be a pretty decent net positive. But not like this explosive, huge to the moon net positive. And Solana in Brazil, how much less so? Let's see. Can you give a shout out to Sebastian from Uruguay? He's a big fan of you. Hello, Sebastian in Uruguay. I'm going to say something, and this has nothing to do with you, Sebastian. I'm still a little ticked off at how Uruguay played against the United States in the Copa America. You know, you guys were a little bit rough. You know, we're delicate here in the United States. Dare I say we're snowflakes. You need to be tender with us. And you guys just beat us up and got away with it. I did not like that. Treat us like a delicate flower next time, please. Matic or Pendle if I wanted to put $1,000 to add in my bags and I don't want to split it. Oh, man. All right, you're talking about risk to reward. I mean, Pendle is is a better play in terms of potential reward. Matic is the downside is so much less. Pendle's bear market bottom was 4 cents. Matic's bear market bottom is very close to where it is now. What do you want? You know, I'm feeling a lot safer. I'm feeling a desire to be a lot safer right now. What do you think AOs will get to at earnings? I mean, at this point, I'm thinking like 60 cents. I was hoping better. I mean, so Pendle, sure. You have huge bags of both. Okay, then Pendle. Yes. Super hyped to finally be getting football back next weekend with the PL starting back. Let's go. Community Shield. I don't really care all that much about the Community Shield, aside from the fact that Manchester City lost last year to Arsenal. So, desk smash. There we go. And the fact that Manchester City lost in the FA Cup to Man United. It's like, I really would like to win the Community Shield this year. One more reminder, if you buy 0.2 Solana worth of HEEHEE, you will between now and 1 p.m. Eastern time, you have an hour and 45 minutes. You will automatically be entered into a contest, into a raffle where you could win $100 worth of HEEHEE. And, you know, on my personal TikTok account, there's 64 people in there right now. On my YouTube channel, there's 68. So it is a small field, most likely this time around. And then we'll do daily giveaways next week. Look at Brain Zebra AI. The chart is extremely bullish. Never heard of it. I would rather City win Community Shield. Typically, whoever wins it doesn't go on to win the league. Okay. What is Zebra AI? Does it really, I mean, are you really going to associate winning the Community Shield with the league? Just accept it now. Manchester City is going to keep on winning until they have more Premier League wins than Manchester United. I'm joking. I'm hopeful. So Zebra AI, it's pretty new. I'm not super excited about new cryptocurrencies, new utility. Alex, the same thing with the Mexican team in the Copa America. Did they get beat up a lot? ApeCoin. Man, I just don't care about ApeCoin, but it's slow. It's slow right now, so I'll look at ApeCoin. I got nothing to say about Zebra AI. I mean, what's exciting about this? NFTs... Are NFTs dead? And, you know, this is from the Bored Ape Yacht Club. What excites you about this chart? It didn't even do anything all that significant in March. It, like, doubled, a little bit more than doubled from its bear market bottom. I mean, I guess that's better than a lot of other coins, but now it's below its bear market bottom. How many cryptos are below their bear market bottoms? Not many. It's just like a running tradition that is kind of funny that typically whoever wins it doesn't win the league. Yeah, you know, it's like it reminds me of like in the NFL, the Madden, whoever makes the cover of the John Madden football game ends up, there's like something called the Madden curse where that player doesn't do well the following season or gets injured or something like that. Thank you, needed your 2 cents. Yeah. Do you think Bitcoin can go lower from here? Yes. Of course it can. Man, come on. I already told you. It could sweep the lows of this liquidation wick. It definitely could. It could go down to its yearly open at $44,000. There's a lot of things in play right now. And the only thing that would make me think that, those things are not going to happen is if we break through, I would say even like the 786 retrace on this swing pattern failure, not swing pattern failure, on this swing low to swing high move here. So you get through the 786, that's about a little over $65,000. I'll be a lot more confident. Arsenal. There's a guy I follow on TikTok. I don't know. He's a big Arsenal fan. I'd be okay. I mean, listen, no, I wouldn't. I thought this year, City won 3 times in a row, that I'd be okay with somebody else winning, especially if it was Arsenal. Definitely not Liverpool. And then we got to the end of the season, and I was like, City's got to win. Come on, City. I'll be devastated if you don't win. So, sorry. I'd rather Arsenal win than United or Liverpool, that's for sure. Well, I have some stables. Do you think I should deploy them now or wait? I would wait. I would wait. I would buy around the time that Bitcoin gets to this fib right here. I'd dollar cost average my way in. It's about $57,000 if it gets there. Alex, I'm really not shilling the token. I got a huge bag of A-Star from 16 cents. It really got dumped hard. Not in panic mode, but any chance for you to check if it's better to sell my bags. There's something I haven't looked at in a while. Where is it? Huh. I know I've had it on TradingView here. It's not here. All right, so daily, yikes. I don't know if I would sell it. I mean, it's back down to its 2023 levels. Probably just hold on to it. It's a clear downtrend there. But, right back down. So it may be that this is the time, it may be that we're going to get soon to a point where this will break through this trend line, and then this could be a really good one, just looking at the chart. Oh, shoot. What's up with volume? I mean, volume's not terrible on this. It's not like volume has dropped all that much. In fact, volume, man. So I don't know a ton about this fundamentally. I remember looking into it. But volume is higher right now than at any point in 2023. And even 2021. I mean, just looking at what I'm looking at, not knowing a ton about this fundamentally, it's A-Star. The ticker is ASTR. I just really like what I'm seeing here. Just, I mean, this can continue falling. It can certainly go lower than where it went in the previous bear market. Just once it breaks through that trend line, I think it can do very well. You think ETHFi and ENA will perform when ETH will go up in price? They both are inflationary, and Ethereum's not all that inflationary. No ApeCoin. I mean, I already looked at ApeCoin. ApeCoin looks terrible. Um, ETHFi and ENA, I just don't know. ENA is too new. It's way too new. And same for ETHFi. I'm just down on new utility. I'll be picking up a bag of Brett on the next pullback. Good to see it back under $1 billion. I think Brett's going to do very well. You're welcome, old fella. Alex, I know you talk about Quant a lot. I'm holding 50 tokens at $90. Is that a 2025 play? Ah, man, I don't think Quant's going to do much of anything the rest of 2024 and 2025. According to my hypothesis, you know, if we do see this mega bull run, then Quant could do well. It could explode again. Where do you think Bitcoin heading in August? Within these fibs. Sorry, man, about Quant. All right, Bitcoin again. I think, so August, I'm not going to give thoughts on August. What I'll say is, and I could be totally wrong about this, I think September 18th, Bitcoin will be somewhere in these fibs. Somewhere between this 618 retrace and the 702 retrace. So somewhere between 62 and 64, basically. And then on September 18th, the Fed will lower rates, and then they'll rip higher. Just realized this is not live and not Alex Costa. Huh. That's interesting. This is not Alex Costa, and this is not a live. This is a recording. If so, how can I be reading your comment and responding to it? My regular account got banned. And so now I'm live on my personal account, but I'm almost done. I got to be done soon. I've been live for over an hour. All right, guys, I'm actually going to be done right now. I know, so I looked at the A-star chart. I'm getting a lot of requests, and I'm running out of steam. So it's simple, 50K retest. Perhaps. I've entertained that possibility. Please don't talk about soccer. I'd rather talk politics. Do you think Pendle can still rip from here? Yes. All right, listen, guys. Last announcement. Okay. If you buy 0.2 Solana worth of HEEHEE, you will automatically, between now and 1 p.m. Eastern time, you have 90 minutes. You will automatically be entered into a raffle to where you could win $100 worth of HEEHEE. There are not as many people on this live stream right now because my regular account is banned for lives until next Monday. So you might have a better chance of winning. But, all right. That is it for today. Thank you all. I'm done.